All right, everybody, welcome back. It's time to market like a nerd. And today we're going to answer the question, your questions. What's missing in your automated marketing? And that's coming up next. Bam! What it's happening, everybody? Happy Friday. I hope that you are going to enjoy this weekend. And before you enjoy this weekend, we want to answer the question today. Is your automated marketing working? Is it working? And how do you know if it's working or not? And what can you do about it? I know. So today I'm flying solo. Yay! What is up? But it's all good because I've got your answers today. And these are common questions that I get very, very often, specifically with the opportunity that I have when I speak with individuals like super amazing people, entrepreneurs who are looking to always expand their business so that they can make a bigger and greater impact in their industry. So I have that opportunity. I'm very grateful for that. And I get to meet with them and I get to talk with them. And there are some very, very good questions and answers that I can give you. However, today, and let me go ahead and go to this. Hey, good morning, Bridget. So today, what I would like to do, if you're watching me live, you're welcome to ask me questions because I would like to give you some very specific answers. What is missing in your automated marketing? Is it a converting sales funnel? Maybe you don't have order bumps. Maybe you don't even have an upsell, or possibly you have too much of a salesy approach, the pitching approach, and people just don't like that, right? Or possibly this is a very common mistake. You don't have an automated system to follow up with your leads, with people who actually arrived at your webpage. Or maybe you're just not sure how to connect with them. I have seen it all. I have seen it where individuals have a big list and they're afraid to email them because they're just not sure how to actually keep begging. That's how they feel like. They keep begging for them to buy something. Or sometimes they have an amazing funnel or at least a great page and they offer something for absolutely no cost, maybe very little cost. And sometimes they just forget to keep track of the emails and the leads. They don't ask for it. They don't ask for emails, right? So again, they're not building their list, which you should be doing that all the time. So let me know what you've got going on. Let me know what questions you want answer. I will be here for the next 10 to 12 minutes and I'll be glad to answer you. Now, while I'm waiting for that, I've got my comments here. I thought of something real interesting today. Down here below me, I've got the Rubik's Cube, right? So as you can tell, right, it's all done. And what happens is this, and I'm going to give you this analogy. When we get to talk to many of our clients, they know what they want. They want a completely done cubic Rubik's Cube. Darn it, it's Friday, right? So they want that done and they want it done completely. But when they show up with that to us, they're like this, right? They've got all these different ideas, all these different parts everywhere. They've got so many things that work, things that didn't work. I have had conversations with when people actually in their business, this is incredible. They have awesome programs. They have created great content and they have so much of it that they don't know which one to use. You see? So there's so many different levels to this question, right? What's missing? What's missing in your automated marketing, right? So again, um, if you're watching me live, ask me the question. Bridget, you got questions. I got answers. Hmm. So in the meantime, right? So we have this Rubik cube. Why can I say that? Um, and so what I'm going to do is, while I'm waiting for you guys to tell me what's going on, I'm going to give you some other examples of some of the things that I've seen that maybe maybe you are experiencing. While I'm doing that, I'm going to solve this because there is a there is a message from doing this. And so let me tell you actually one of the things that I learned from the Rubik's cube. It's when I first started to learn how to solve it, right? Like you probably see a big mess, right? And that's what I usually thought, a big mess. Again, this relates to a lot of our conversations when we talk to our clients before they become clients. And so it's a big mess. And I went to a website from I can't remember his name or not, but he is this individual who is like famous in doing the Rubik's cube in like 2 seconds. Yeah. So he has a process. There's algorithms. There's many multiple ways to do this cube. And so how he put it was that it was so simple when he explained it. And I'm going to tell you how it goes. Instead of looking at all the different colors, what he says is there's really just 3 levels, right? There's the bottom, the middle, and the top. Bottom, middle, top. There's only 3 levels. And then the coolest thing about this was that not only did he say that, then he said, I'm going to show you, right? And what he did, this is what helped me, and this is what helps many. I will have to say 99% of the time, it helps our clients. He starts taking this thing apart, like every piece, right? Every piece. He takes every piece and puts it all on the table. All of it. And then he says, let me show you how each piece goes where it belongs and you cannot put it anywhere else. And so he picked up every piece and he went through it, right? And he put it back together again. So don't you know that in our process, that's exactly what we do. Okay. Like people come, right? And they start with a bunch of mess, like a big mess. They have a lot of questions. They have a lot of things. And it looks like a big mess. And I'm going to start solving this right now as I'm talking to you. And then when we see it, this is the freaky part. We take things apart, okay? And it's scary. It's scary because you have to understand, if you think you have an automated marketing process that either you've been working with and maybe it's not producing the way you want to, maybe it was producing, but it's not anymore. The scariest part is that we're going to come in and say, okay, we're going to investigate. And we may take things apart. And I'm not talking about breaking things on your end. If you have a sales funnel, of course, we'll take a look at it, but we're going to audit, okay? Audit. And we will look at every bit of your cube in your automated funnel, every bit of it, every single one. And we will take it apart for our team to take a look and see what's missing. Where is the break? And so that can be scary. It's overwhelming too sometimes because we ask a lot of information, a lot of questions. You got to complete a lot of forms because we need to know, right? We are there to support your process, your business, ultimately to not only scale it, but so that you can have an impact in your industry bigger than what you envision, right? That's the ultimate goal. So we go through it and then we start putting things together, right? And so all of a sudden you go and you start feeling like, oh, this makes sense. And can I tell you that one thing that we usually do, or we get a lot of, is the entry point of their leads. That's a huge, huge disconnection because everybody wants more leads. Everybody wants more sell. Every business wants to scale. And so therefore they think Facebook ads. That's it. That's all I need. Yes, but it's not going to work if we will create an amazing Facebook ad campaign, but your sales funnel sucks. Right? It's not converting. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. Maybe it's converting, but you're leaving a lot of money on the table, right? Maybe you don't have order bumps. Maybe you don't know what order bumps are. Maybe you're thinking about upsells, but which one? And do you see what I'm getting at? So that's usually a broken piece very often. Some of them don't even have a sales funnel, which in that case, it's like buying a brand new cube, kind of. Maybe. But we will put things together so that they can work for the benefit of the business, right? So in the meantime, as we're looking at that stuff, we find something else. As we're taking apart the funnel, we find something else. And we find that their message may not be precise. Okay, so that's another thing. Your brand, for example, your brand may not be precise, or your brand may not be clear to leads who visit the page. Okay, maybe you're getting a lot of click-throughs, but you're not getting conversions. You're not making the sales. Maybe they're getting into your email list, but on your order bump or your upsell, you're not getting anybody, right? Your conversion rate stinks. Okay. So again, we look at all that stuff. And so when we take things apart, we look at everything. We actually do that through the funnel planning session, by the way. That is an intensive time, but it's a fun time at the end. We're both parties, our clients, ourselves, we're tired, we're fatigued. Jody, Amanda, they do an amazing job with that, and they're always on top of the game. There's always so much clarity, and at the end, every single client of ours, it's always amazed at the mapping, at the blueprint, at everything that we come up with, and it's exciting. It's really exciting. So, but the branding, the message, that's part of it too. Who is your audience? How are you talking to your audience? Do you even know their language? I have had Manuel here, one of our excellent and amazing copywriters, that he, as the expert, tells us that understanding the language and being able to engage with curiosity and be able to connect with your audience is so important. But if you don't know your audience, how are you going to be able to connect? So again, we dive deep. We don't just say, oh yeah, we'll come up and start building your thing. No. We dive deep than just the top level, right? So it's more than that. So anyway, once we do that, we start thinking, okay, how about your message? If your message blends in with your colors or your brand or your logo, does it blend in? And many times, very often, it doesn't. And so guess what? We start working on a brand. We have a branding department that they actually completely redo or improve or even create from scratch your brand. So now, not only would you be able to have the clear message to your audience, but now you have a very precise, or at least very bright brand that goes along with your message. Are you missing that? Have you even thought about that? It's not just coming up with a logo. It's more than that. And it's not even just the font style or the color of your page, the background color. It's not only that, but it's deeper than that. It's how can you actually scale your brand through multiple channels, and as you go along, as you increase and as you go through scaling your business. How do you do that? Are there going to be any swags like t-shirts and hats and all that stuff, right? How are you going to do that? So again, we look at that deep level kind of stuff. All right. So now that I told you, again, the funnel usually is a key ingredient that we see often. But then we say, okay, the brand and the message, that's required. And well, of course, we include with that. Now that we have the message and the brand, there's a lot of things involved, the technical stuff like the emails, the automation emails, and automating the whole process. And we come up with order bumps, upsells, programs, membership stuff. If you're selling physical products like a book, I mean, all this stuff, we come up with so much things, but everything looks precise. It doesn't look like a big mess. It doesn't look like a big mess that, like I showed you the cube, right? It looks better. Okay. So as we move forward, like you can tell, right? As we move forward in the whole process, we see a clearer picture. And many times the client didn't think that we were going to do it again. Didn't think that we were going to put together the pieces again. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of, I get it. You freak out. You'll freak out. But we are the experts and we know what works. And we're not just saying that to put a title in our heads as a number one rated company. None of that. It's the fact is that when you see that your business, your digital part of your business is not working, something's broken. You need an expert. You need a team of experts to break things down and find what's broken. And it's not going to look pretty as we're doing that. But before you know it, we'll put it all back together. And guess what? When we put it back together, it is in excellent shape. That's how we have so many success stories. That's why there's one of my favorites that I believe it was Valerie. I think I want to say that right, her name. There's so many V's now, but that she had a book, and all of a sudden within 48 hours she sold out. It was like literally, she's like, stop, because like we can't keep track, we can't keep the demand. So you guys got to stop the funnel process. I think it was going to her list, but still, like within 48 hours, it was a lot. I want to say more than 10 grand, but you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? If you have a digital business, and if you think all you need is ads, think again. There's something missing in your automated marketing. What is it? And what can you do about it? So, cool. That was hey, how you like that? Did you think I wasn't going to solve it? I know. Most people don't. It took a while. So anyway, since I didn't hear any questions from you, I want to leave you with this. Do you want to find out if you need some improvements through your automated process? Your funnel, your messaging, your brand, your emails, your sales pages, your web pages, your products, your programs. Do you want a second look? Go ahead. Let us know. I believe I have the link here, and I'll post it here for you. But you can always go to marketlikeanerd.com/book a call. Have a conversation with us. Let us find out how and if we can actually help you out to improve your marketing process. Awesome. All right. I got to get ready for my other meeting. Oh my goodness. Like time just flew by me doing this cube and talking with you guys. So awesome. If you have any questions, thank you so much for watching the recording, by the way. If you have questions, just leave a comment here. Add me there, Eddie San, and I'll get like a ping so I'll know to come back and answer it. Other than that, we will be back next week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 a.m. Pacific, until further notice, because things may change, okay? I'm telling you that. So come back, get what you need through this audio, this videos, this live videos. And if you have questions, bring them. If you have other people that need some answers, bring them along with you. Let them know. We will do what we can to help you out until we can. All right. Have a great weekend. Enjoy it. And I'll see you Monday morning. Peace.